10 key components and tips to convert more of your online leads into actual clients. Hey guys, Jamal Galadari here helping law firms and attorneys with online marketing and SEO. So let's dive into it. The number one thing that hasn't changed since as long as I've been doing this for 10 plus years, the number one thing that I would focus on the most, hands down, is answering the phone. You need to answer the phone. I can't still believe how many law firms I call and either one, it goes straight to voicemail, two, it goes into this long call tree, and someone is just not answering the phone, or it goes straight to voicemail. These are things that will deter a client right away. They're just going to move on. They're not going to wait. The legal consumer is impatient. Think about yourself. Put yourself in their shoes. How annoying is it when you call a department store and you have to go through press 1 to get to this department, press 2 to get to this department, just to get your question answered? It could be like a 2-second question. You just need to know if that product's in stock or not. It's really annoying for the legal consumer. And think about it, that's the first thing that person is going to experience with your brand, your law firm, and your business. They're just going to move on. They're going to move on to the next firm. So whether you're in like directories, they found you on local service ads or pay per click, these are all avenues you could be spending money in that they're contacting you, just wasting that lead and letting it go somewhere else. So the number one thing is get someone to answer your phone. Get rid of the call trees. That'll kill leads. Get rid of your call tree and have someone answering your phone. If you can't do it yourself, hire an answering service. And if at that bare minimum in your voicemail, have like a follow up. Like you're going to follow up within an hour. Keep it short. Keep the time frame short. The next thing would be training the people that answer your phone, making sure that you're not only training them, but you're checking on, your answering service if you have one. You call, you secret shop them to make sure they are pleasant, they're not rude, that the calls aren't dropping. These are all things that can have a huge negative impact on your business by just somebody answering the phone. They're the first person that someone's going to talk to you and get introduced to your brand. So it's super important that you help train the people that are answering the phone. But even if it's a qualified answering service, make sure you're secret shopping every now and again to make sure it's quality, that they're answering your phone politely, and that way you're not going to get a negative review. Because a lot of times what I see when you scroll through like law firms' negative reviews, it could be just somebody that answered the phone. So that's really important that you don't allow that to happen. You could even get positive reviews if someone's super polite answering your phone, right? The next thing would be is lead qualification. So what I mean by that is the person answering the phone, they know what is a quality lead to your firm and what is not. That way you're not getting bogged down on time with some of the people that aren't good quality leads, which I can go into a whole different strategy of the leads that aren't quality that you can refer out, but let's not get into that today. But if they're not a good quality lead, speeding up that process so you can get your quality leads faster through your funnel, either talking to you so you can close them and then moving on. In addition to that is number 4 is going to be your follow-up strategy. What is your follow-up process? Say a good lead calls, they leave a message, or they get their contact information and it's a high quality lead. Do you have it with a text going to them saying you're going to contact them back? Do you say you're going to do you have a follow-up email that they go into a drip campaign where you follow up? Some of the most successful firms that get the best leads online and convert those leads are the ones that have a follow-up process. So I would say 4 touch points after that person, talks to your firm. You have an email, you have a follow-up. That's the same when you close it, like you have a quality client that you want to convert. Say it is a good case. You want it, right? What is your closing ratio? And when you do close it, what's your follow-up strategy? If you don't close it on the spot, do you have like text messages or email reach outs afterwards? The next thing would be client and testimonials are massive. Wherever you can get client and testimonials in front of the legal consumers, it's huge. It can make a large impact on your business. So not only having it on your website, but on your Google Business profile, have them in front so the legal consumer can see those testimonials. And to get testimonials, you actually have to ask for them. So get in the habit of asking for them. The next thing I would say is website user experience and just conversion points. So what I mean by conversion points, this is why I have this website up. It's a well done website, but it has a lot of call to action. So a lot of times when I go on websites, I'll, I can barely find the number unless I click on the contact page and go to the contact page of that law firm. You want to make it easy as possible for people to contact you and a lot of call to action like this: call me today, bold number at the top, right? You're getting people to want to contact your firm, and that's the goal of your website, and that's the goal of you doing all this stuff online is to get people to contact your firm. So you can see this firm has a website chat as well. So it's another way they can contact the firm. And what I strongly recommend on any website is have a contact form on every single page of your website. This way you're making it very easy for people to contact your firm, which is in turn going to convert more of those leads. The next thing I would say is tracking analytics. Do you have any kind of tracking system so you can see what is working online to get higher quality leads and what's not? So whether it's an ad campaign, your website, it's important to track everything so you can see your return on investment, see if that's actually working and where your quality leads are coming from, because then you can put more of your ad revenue or your budget into those things that are converting at a higher rate and getting you quality leads. The next thing I would say is the quality of content is really important, not only on your website, but pretty much everywhere online. I made a video about this before, but you really want to control the first page. So by putting out quality content, you're going to basically control on what people see on your website, and their first experience interaction with your firm is going to be on your website. So put out quality content. A good strategy to do is like jot down questions that you might get asked and make sure your website has a just good overall feel and user experience. So quality content, user experience, and conversion points on your website. And the next thing I would say is have an intake process or have a CRM. That way you can see where in the intake process you might be losing leads or losing quality clients. So that you've identified this as a quality client. Why didn't you convert them? If you don't have a CRM or you're not tracking it and having an in-depth intake process, you won't really know why you're losing that client. One of my firms identified that one of the attorneys at the firm just wasn't really good at closing. It was a warm lead sent to that individual, and they just couldn't close. So they stopped sending warm leads to that individual, had someone else close it, and then the other attorney took on that case or matter. So it's really important that you track this stuff. So to go in order, number one, make sure you answer the phone. So answer the phone, training and develop the people that are answering the phone. The third thing, lead qualification, qualify the lead. The fourth thing, follow up process. Fifth, client reviews, testimonial, make sure they're up front and center because that will convert more of your online leads no matter what. Like they will choose you over other firms if you have more reviews and their quality. Website and user experience and conversion points. So the phone number, does your website load quickly? Is it a good user experience? Tracking analytics on your website or directory, wherever you have ads, tracking everything. The quality of content that you're putting out online, make sure it's good quality and you're answering questions that the legal consumer is searching. And last but not least, the intake process and CRM integration so you can track everything. If you take one thing away from this entire video, the number one thing that will convert more online leads is going to be answering the phone. Well, I hope you liked the content. If you did, like, subscribe, follow me. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.